Hello, welcome to the 100x Connects community. Let me take you through the 100x ecosystem. Step 1. Become a free or paid member. Step 2. Discover your passion by tuning into the 100x daily night sessions. Chatting with other members in the 100x Discord community. and participate in 100x virtual summits. Step 3. Unleash your true potential by equipping yourself with 100x workshops and work with you challenges. Step 4. Begin your entrepreneurial journey by signing up for the Malaysia Ministry-endorsed 100x 100 Days Business Startup Challenge, seeking business advice, or enrolling in the Advanced Business Coaching for pitching and funding. Step 5. Being the country's best entrepreneur community, 100x has a wealth of resources such as business funding to accelerate your business, digital marketplaces to sell your products and services, and collaboration platforms to do networking and organize your favorite event, among many others. Furthermore, 100x will also create business opportunities. All these are easily accessible and convenient for 100x members. Step 6. In return, the 100x alumni hope to bring together like-minded people and provide mentoring, internship and career opportunities to help the network grow. Pillars are used to uphold purposes. At 100x, we believe that every entrepreneur should embark on a purposeful journey. 100x is built on 7 pillars: financial intelligence, fitness and wellness, business and entrepreneurship, sales and marketing, personal development, love and relationship, and hobbies and leisure. Sign up as a 100x member and start a purposeful journey.
Hello to
Hi
another
guys.
Money Magnet show. Today we're gonna start slightly earlier because
We are on time
have
actually. We are
someone-
actually on time.
We are on time. All right, great.
Yeah.
Because I actually have someone to help after this as well. So yeah, today we're gonna be quite fast, but we're gonna ensure that the value that I'm giving you is always the same, with jam-packed full of information and practical knowledge that you guys can take and implement immediately. So I guess this week is we are showing you guys on the e-commerce trends and beyond, especially next year, right? We are all planning for next year already. I guess it's only about 45 days or slightly around 45 days until the new year itself. So I hope you guys are all planning well for next year itself. So yeah, Eddie, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, the worst thing I don't want you guys to be having is you guys are panicking with 1 more month before the next year. You are scrambling to hit your KPIs and trying to meet everything your year 2021 goals. I hope whatever that you plan in 2021 goals, you are at least closer to what you want to achieve. Don't let the momentum go and yeah, if you are planning for 2022, good. Hope you are not the one that is scrambling trying to meet your goals in 2021. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. All right, we actually have something to show you guys on from 100x itself. All right, let me just bring that up. All right. For those of you guys who may not know, tomorrow on the 19th of November, we are having a 100x karaoke night. So do join us in the karaoke. And yeah, definitely do find it out by just putting into the chat here. If you are interested, you'll get the right person to get in contact with you as well. So definitely this is something that if you guys want to let loose a little, especially now things are opening up, you want to have a little bit more fun, this is one of the ways you guys can have fun with us. All right, without further ado, now we got that out of the way, let's go into the meat of things. Yeah, I'm trying to move as fast as possible because there's a lot of things to cover today, very important ones as well. And yeah, we don't have much time for today as well because we're trying to help someone out later as well on their business as well. So all right, so 2022 e-commerce trends and beyond. Let's go. So the first question people has been asking me as well, saying that e-commerce trends and beyond, is even e-commerce a right platform to get into in 2022? Are we too late, right? So before we answer that, a little background about us. Me and Eddie, we've been appeared on numerous medias out there. We've raised funds from 𝗬𝗏 𝗧𝗏𝗏 platform for ventures, for our own ventures, as well as our partnered companies out there as well. We've won awards on the top 10 incredible startups in across Malaysia as well. We've done a couple of I think fundraising here and there as well. We've done quite a few of well-known brands out there as well who are our partners as well. So that's one of our background that we have done. And what's the reason? I mean, this is the Money Magnet show. Why are we doing what we do? Well, why we do this show is because it's very, very simple. It's because we don't want digital businesses to fail. There wasn't someone out there to help us the way how we are basically helping you guys on digital businesses and going through this journey itself. And one of the things we wish to give back to the community itself is to help businesses to fail less, because honestly running businesses is very, very hard itself, and having a little bit help once a while here and there would definitely be life-saving, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we wanted to do, and we felt that since we have knowledge, skills, and experience, it's best to share them around as well. And we're doing all this for free. Some other guys out there are actually charging hundreds, maybe sometimes even thousands itself, and we are giving it all for free because we know right now still a lot of businesses are struggling because of the COVID situation. All right, so coming back to the question, is e-commerce a potential passive income business in 2022? Are you too late? Okay,
Wait, I want to ask this question from Alden.
sure.
Is all e-commerce business passive income?
Okay, to tell you the truth, passive income is a lie. It doesn't, is not, and definitely it won't happen. All right, passive income, for you to sit down and not do anything and get the money, you will never be able to achieve that. Now, this is
How?
reality. Okay, now
Right.
seriously, for you to achieve passive income, you need to put up work in the beginning for you to reap the benefits. It's like growing a durian tree. The first time when you grow a durian tree takes a lot of time, patience, right? But once you grow a durian tree itself, you can actually get lots of basically profits and fruits of that. But for you to achieve a potential, that's why the word here, potential passive income in for businesses is 2020. And if all types of e-commerce, well, it depends on which type of e-commerce or products you are selling. If you are selling an outdated product, definitely is going all the way down. By selling a trending product, definitely it will continually
I have
go
a
up.
question about this. Correct me if I'm wrong for the
Sure.
floor. So this is very important question. To Alden as well. Passive income is what most people think, that you don't have to do anything and money comes. In a way of e-commerce and in the digital space where we are, is it that we have to continuously work on our brand, our marketing, our advertising in the digital media space? If we don't, nobody will know about your brand because everybody is competing against you in the digital space. Yes or no?
Yes, you are absolutely right. Because of course, like for me myself, I'll show you the trend as well, just in a short while on why
Wait,
this
another
is
question then.
important.
I have another question then. Then what's the point of doing e-commerce when it's not a passive income?
Okay,
Or another thing, does the passive income mean not doing anything and making money, but that's the false, because we already addressed that's the false, is a lie. But it also means that you can earn money while you sleep.
yes. Okay. To let you know what my perspective of passive income is, that you don't need to work as hard as it requires to earn that particular amount of money, okay, that particular amount of money, as when you have to actively make the money like working on a job. All right. Okay. Let me show you an example, right? So is e-commerce a potential passive income business? Of course, we are not just somebody who just stopped. We're actually practitioners as well. All right. So just to show you, this is, guys, I failed, right? I failed. Okay. This is on 2020. I started when I was on November here. And on December, after 1 month, did I get any sale? Zero. How many visitors did I get? 6. That's all. This is how I started on my store A. All right. What happens after 10 months later? There we go. 30,000 on revenue in terms of sale. That's about 3,000, all right, per month. That's up. The latest one is October. How many of you guys would definitely be happy to have a $3,000 extra lying around, right? Just think about this, right?
Profit, guys.
Yes,
Profit.
profit. Yeah. This is revenue though. This is sales revenue, but basically,
Yeah, but I mean, if we
is
minus off everything, the
10%,
cost,
at most 15%, right? Then the rest is all profit. I mean, just think about it. Does your investment actually give you that amount of investment back in return? For you to get like 10%, you probably need to invest about 200,000. And here, I just need to invest 15% of whatever I have over here. Definitely, everyone want to have extra money, right? That's the thing. But for you to see what we addressed just now, what passive incomes meant, is that on November and December, I get zero, guys. I get zero. I was busy putting on the products, taking the product pictures, putting the descriptions. And because of what I've worked on November and December, these 2 months, I worked very, very, very hard. After work, come back home, do continuously, non-stop. And what happens is that I get 30,000 passive. This is literally really real passive. All I need to do is get orders, pack, send it out, and probably join a couple of campaigns here and there, and to ensure that some of the promos go run around. And this technically I only focus about 15 minutes a day.
Yeah, guys. Also,
15
reminder,
minutes a day.
join the 12/12 campaign if you're actually in Shopee, because
Yeah.
it's an opportunity you shouldn't miss. The other 11/11, I was really busy. I was 1 day late. For the 11/11 submission, and I actually lost a lot of sales. And the worst thing is the momentum, actually. So just a key to you guys. Start your 12/12 campaign early, okay?
How many of us actually started our job, right, with getting 3,000 a month as a basic pay from a company, right? Now, I got this 3,000 a month by working only 15 minutes a day to manage. As you can see, the growth right now is coming down a little bit because I have been quite busy. But as you can see, on January all the way to July, I didn't have to do so much work. In fact, it's growing and growing and growing. And I believe that in the next coming year itself, my basically goal is to double 30,000 into 60,000. Now, this is just one store, e-commerce store, right? And this is just Shopee. I haven't shown you Lazada yet. Now, this is store B. We started this one last year itself, actually on March all the way to December. We've earned about 10,000 or so. This one, I've also spent only about the minimum about 10 minutes itself. This one, by the way, is drop shipping, so I don't have to focus so much. So it's around 5 to even 10 minutes itself in a day. So in this case, we are earning, say, 30,000 plus 10,000 a month. That's 40,000 itself. That's store B. All right, this store B on 2020. Store B on 2021, we have 20,000 itself. So as you can see here, 30
Double the
plus
number.
20, that's 50,000. How many of you guys wish to earn 50,000 extra by spending only a minimum of 20 minutes a day?
Yeah.
Sure
But Alden, we have to tell them, okay? This 20 minutes a day comes after the 2 months of hard work where I have to build the website, take all the products,
Not
description,
website, like,
paste
on-
it one by one
on
into
Shopee itself.
in Shopee store. So guys,
Yeah.
you remember, right, when we say 10 to 15 minutes a day, it actually takes 2 months of actual hard work, okay?
Yeah, very, very hard work, guys. And definitely, as you can see, the first 2 months I get zero sales, guys. It's very, very difficult. But once you break through that, you can actually get sales and definitely, in this sense, passive income. But you have to put up the first the tough work in the beginning itself. So is e-commerce a potential passive income business 2032? My answer is yes, if you put in the work. If you don't put in the work in the beginning, you may not see these results as well. And now, if just imagine if I can only spend about 20 minutes a day focusing on getting about 50,000, in a year. What more if I were to spend 8 hours on that? If this is gonna be my main business and what I'm gonna do 8 hours a day, how much more? It's the results can be huge, but definitely I'm not a super master in e-commerce. This is just one of my side business. I'm actually into digital marketing, running Facebook ads, doing funnels. So that's my main one. So right now I'm trying to tell you guys is that e-commerce is possible even if it's just a side business. And for those of you who are trying your best to break out of 9 to 5 jobs, e-commerce is one of the easiest one that you can do. All right,
Guys,
definitely
one more
there are lots
announce.
of skills to learn as well lah. Definitely
Yeah.
like purchasing and stuff like that. Yeah, go on, Eddie.
One more thing that they always say that once is a miracle. Second is by chance, okay, and the third one is no longer any miracle. It's third times the charm. Wanted
Yeah.
to let you guys know that we actually have 𝗧𝗸𝗃, and if 𝗧𝗸𝗃 is also continuously doubling up the numbers over the year, that means what? That means that the strategy that used on e-commerce and knowing what products to sell, it is sustainable, profitable, and a viable option for year 2022 as a passive income.
Yep, and I'm going to show you guys what are some of the products that you should be selling in 2022 and how do you repeat the similar results as what we do as well. So definitely exciting thing for you guys today, specifically
Sure.
because you're 100x and watching on this. And definitely, David, I know that you wish to have more money in. I mean, who doesn't, right? That's actually a loaded question because everybody wants more money. All right. So one of the questions I always have is that is e-commerce too late or drop shipping is still profitable in 2021? The question, honestly, this type of question comes every year. All right, you will definitely have a lot of people starting e-commerce and drop shipping store because it's more easier to start it than basically 2 or 3 years ago, right? But the thing here is that if you're looking at it as a quick way to get money, that's not what is going to happen. Okay, you need to know that you're building a real businesses. Okay, as you can see here, in 2022 is 20,000, 2020 is 10,000, here 2021 is 30,000, 2020 0. You are really building a real business here. And it takes time.
Another thing want to add to you guys before other moving forward. After this, I'm gonna shut up. Right? There's one thing. Okay. Even though we've earned 30,000 or 50,000 and you just cut off the cost of maybe 15 to 20%, which is the actual cost price, and the rest are pure profit. Let me ask you this question. As a business owner, okay, if you think of it as a business owner, what are you gonna do with the profit?
Yeah.
All right. If you're gonna take the profit, put into your pocket, party, or do whatever you want, buy branded products, I can tell you what's gonna happen. You're gonna one day end up zero again. Okay, you're gonna be only buying more stocks at that price, and your company won't grow. What you should be doing is buy more stocks, buy them in bulk, because once you buy a product more in bulk, your profit margin actually gets higher and the cost actually gets lower. And you have to keep doing this for maybe 1, 2, or 3 years before it's actually making significant income and profit for you to take home your first 1K. All right, this is God honest truth to tell you. This is how a business works. This is why people who start businesses, they take about 10 years. People who start YouTube take about 3 years before their channel actually take off. Actually, they start making a lot of money to replace their actual work, because it is not a get rich quick scheme. Okay, all those things that you see on YouTube and those stuff is how do I make within how many income in 6 months and those kind of crap, right? Let me tell you honestly, those are meant for entertainment. All right, not meant for you to take action. It gets you motivated. That's why people are watching those kind of show. But if you really want to take action, really understand that if you have limited amount of money to start your side hustle, it takes time, it takes discipline.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that you first make your first 1,000 and start blowing it in something else and say, oh, I'll get more, increase the profit margin. It doesn't work that way because there are certain rules you have to follow in e-commerce. You need to buy stocks. It has to do something with, physical product. It's not a digital product, by the way.
Yeah. By the way, for those kind of YouTube videos that shows that they can generate 1 million within 6 months, do you know how long it takes them to achieve that kind of skill to do that in 6 months? For me, myself, and Eddie, if you're wondering, we've been doing marketing for 10 plus years already, ever since we are 18 years old, right? Now we are 28, by the way. Yeah. So we have 10 plus years of marketing experience. That's why, and even though we got 10 plus years of marketing experience, we are not at our best yet. There's still so much more to learn. And if you guys thinking that you guys can make it within 6 months yourself, you might be lucky, but it's tough. All right. Coming back down on here is the same thing. It's the same question as we get almost every year. So many e-commerce store, dropshipping stores are coming out. Is it worth it, right? Truth to be said, if you see on the left-hand side, a lot of dropshipping or e-commerce stores popping out. Yeah, so, but 95% are the lazy ones. They focus on fast money and will fail hard and fast. And me being on Shopee store, I know this because a lot of them will come in blazing hot, say they're going to do this sale. They give like 50% off, 70% off. But after a while, they don't see traction. They just give up. So all you need to do is be like the 5%. Focus only on the 5%. You just need to tackle on the best one. And now this one is a very big insight. In fact, it's something that I struggle with. Yeah, success needs to be replicated, not innovated. Okay, or in other words, reinvented. All right, just pick any store that you want to replicate, copy maybe 90% of it, the words that they use, the image that they use, right? And just remix it. Of course, I'm not trying to say copy directly. If it's an e-commerce store that sells a bottle, for example, and you want to sell shoes, maybe there are some elements that you can borrow from there and just replicate it. Don't need to reinvent the wheel. Okay, success, right, is so easy if you just replicate it. So success as when you are a new e-commerce or new entrepreneur, just replicate. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. It's difficult to reinvent the wheel. And technically, if you want to reinvent the wheel and you got not enough financial background, you're actually doing a very risky move. Just replicate in the beginning. Once you got enough money to take more risks, you can think about innovation. You think about changing new things, making yours super unique and stuff like that. And in the beginning, just seriously, just replicate what others have done. All right. Now, e-commerce, these are some of the trends that we are seeing here. On 2022, as you can see here, the predicted share of sales itself is more than 30%. So technically, e-commerce is not going to die. This is also similar research has shown on 2022 itself it comes about 20.4% of total retail sales. Yeah, that's a lot. And a lot of e-commerce itself. Now, this is something for you guys if you guys are selling something like perishables, okay, things that people use, okay. So you can change it into subscription models. All right, subscription models, which means that, for example, Dollar Shave Club. That's what people use every time, right? So if you're e-commerce store, if you're doing it on e-commerce store, all you can do is that once people buy a product, you can actually wrap it and put like a discount code or a note saying that they can actually sign up for a subscription model for 15% off of the actual product price itself if they go to a subscription model as well. So some businesses, e-commerce businesses, are doing this way as well. Then, of course, you are actually getting them to your own website, and then that's how the sale make as well. The other thing is that brands are selling directly to consumers itself. This is true. This means that your product itself should be branded as your own brand itself. All right. This is one of the good things as well, and it shows that Google's influence in e-commerce definitely is going to increase, as you can see, as well as Facebook. is going to be increased. Some say decrease is mainly because of iOS issue itself on Facebook advertising. But in my own perspective, definitely it's going to be increasing. Google is increasing as well as TikTok is increasing as well. Although I don't have data, it starts around here as well. Now, this is for Malaysia specifically. Total household spending on 2022 will actually bounce back up. As we all know right now, economy is open, people are spending as well. So e-commerce, definitely people are spending as well. So right now you are 2021 around here, right here, around 2021. It's not too late, all right, for you to start a store. You definitely will probably see what I see probably in the first 2 months, you'll probably get zero sales. But put in a hard work that will actually helps you earn throughout 10 plus months consistent amount
Question
of revenue.
for Eldon. What do you do after the 2 months that actually propel your business? What is a single most thing that you do that actually make growth into your business? Is it
definitely.
ads?
There is I do run ads on Shopee as well, but I don't run at the most expensive one because it's just so crazy. Just run minimal or probably the ones which you can actually spend on. For what
So
I
it's
can
ads, isn't it?
Yeah, ads is one of them. Joining campaigns is also another one as well. But of course, there are some products that I know that is not selling well. I discontinue that and buy more products that I know will sell, so that I can give bigger discounts as well. So that's another thing. And of course, always be consistent. People just love it when you actually deliver products fast. So you get the product order, deliver tomorrow, you get good reviews. More reviews you're getting, more people will be recommended into your store. And that's how you make consistent business, right? Then another thing is about on e-commerce stores itself. If you're going to open an e-commerce store selling only various type of products, right, that's not going to work. Because when you think about, say, you want to buy drones, and a store actually sell drones, sell chairs, sell bottles, sell phones, sell hand sanitizer, it's hard for you to imagine or even remember that store because there's just so many things. Now this is actually comes into the power of positioning itself. So hi Eden. So if you
Hi.
actually have a branded store which is more niche itself, which is focused on, say, selling drones itself, you want to focus only on drones itself, that's much better, because then people can remember, okay, only this store sells drones and they're only selling these drones, and it also help you as well to stay focused, so you wouldn't have to focus on any other thing except selling drones, and every news about drones coming up, you'll be the first one to know, therefore your expertise actually grows as well. Another one is highly recommended is actually personal branded store. This is very, very good, and you can scale very high itself if you actually willing to put your personal brand itself. And it definitely
Means personal brand as in the
let's say you want to be known
personality,
as
is
a
it?
drone man, the drone
I
man,
see the
for example.
personality.
Yeah, the
Right.
other better one in Malaysia, you guys will probably know, is Miss Pui lah. Definitely everybody knows
Okay.
who she is, right? Personal branded. Yeah. So that's the easiest today at work. We are talking about that, Miss Pui itself. Yeah. So you're not just selling your product itself, you're selling your personality itself, and it's much more easier for someone to relate with another person than it is with a brand. So it depends on which one you want, but if you want to scale fast and you want to scale big itself, you definitely go into a personal branded store itself. That's why you are seeing all these kind of thought leaders, influencers, selling products on Shopee or whatnot, Shopee Live and whatnot itself. It's much more faster because people can relate with a person than it is with a brand itself, and so much profitable that way as well. Now, just to show you what we meant by positioning itself, you have to think about, when you want to start e-commerce, think about your purpose, right? Say your purpose is turning rooms into gaming caves. It helps you to focus, it helps you eliminate things that you don't want. All right. So if your product, once you know your purpose as an e-commerce itself, now this is about 2022 and help you guys stand up faster than others, is because when you have a purpose, people will remember you much better, and the products that you want to sell should actually fits that purpose. Say if it's now you're turning rooms into regular rooms into gaming caves, what do you sell? Gaming mouse, gaming chair, gaming desk, gaming lights, whatnot, right? So the strategy in this case is to market and which media you're going to be in, whether it's Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. It's that simple. These three methods itself is enough already. For me myself, I'm selling kids products, as well as selling some of so-called menstrual cups and stuff like. In that case, for me, I actually never focus on what other market or other media I'm selling. I'm just selling only one media only, and that is on Shopee and Lazada itself. Right.
Yeah, quite frankly, those other products apart from the kids one, we can't actually run Facebook ads
Yeah,
on
Facebook
those
ads or
mainstream.
Google ads out
Yeah.
there as well. Yeah, it's fine, but it's basically, this is like the recipe. But if you want to go something much more niche itself, and this is a power of purpose itself, or in the other case we call positioning, right? Purpose from selling gaming, turning rooms into gaming caves, turning rooms into feminine gaming caves. Now this one you are adding in feminine or selling like girls products itself. Now you are even more focused, right? Selling gaming mouse like looks feminine, feminine gaming chair and whatnot. It makes you super hyper focused. You can think about it. Okay, there's got to be lots of pink, lots of white, lots of purple and stuff like that. And then it makes you much easier, right? And if you're gonna be, and this is what actually a lot of those Twitch streamers, female Twitch streamers do. They're selling certain products like that, and they're selling their personality as well. So it comes back to the same thing as what I've shown you on the beginning. Highly recommended personal branded store, or going into a super ultra niche and selling your personality itself. And this is what I meant by here. If you guys want to start an e-commerce store in 2020, this is one of the ways you guys can do, and it's the fastest way you guys can do as well. Now, moving on, some of the other trends to help step up from your competitor. This is something that I have not personally done, definitely, which is live shopping.
I
Because
want to try though, live
yeah,
shopping.
you definitely can. You definitely can. But you have to know that once you start selling live shopping, right, it's much better that you continue so that people can build a
Guys,
relationship with them.
let us know in the comments if you guys want to experience a live selling from Money Magnet. Probably we bring out some products telling you guys, hey guys, you guys want to buy, this nice product, a shaker right here. I've seen many people done that, and they're getting extremely amount of successful purchases just from one live stream. They stream for about 3 hours at one go. I'm honestly thinking about maybe diversifying into something like that. Because why? Number one is, right now, guess what we are doing? We are giving you guys value, a ton of value, but we ain't getting anything in return. Imagine if we turn this Money Magnet show into something where we start selling something, anything. It could be even your product from the public, guys. You get sponsor product for us. We just sell few. We just take commission. We don't take income from you, okay? We just take the commission of whatever product we sell. That's all. If anybody wants to collaborate on that, it needs us to actually do the selling. Hey, you got two very handsome guys here, looks alike, that can do that selling for you. Right?
Yeah.
That's my pitch to you.
Another one is actually up and coming itself, other than live shopping, is probably for some of us who are probably camera shy, is visual commerce. Now, what we mean by visual commerce itself, actually, it can even be a 360 video of the product itself. Now, a lot of people are using visual commerce for selling properties so that you can see how the room is as well. It can be borrowed and use that technique on your particular product as well, so that people can see exactly how the product looks like. Like if you're selling a gaming chair, for example, people really wants to see how the product looks like, how tall it is when people sits down on it, how is it like. So visual commerce is another way that you guys can go. But definitely visual commerce takes more technology, because you have to get those type of cameras. You probably need to have a very nice lighting as well, right? But live shopping, technically, you don't need to be super good. Some of the sellers, all they have is a phone and camera and a little bit of lighting. That's it. They can start selling and making millions out of their bedrooms itself, right? So live shopping is one of the ways for you to actually speed up, compare all of your competitors. Even my competitors themselves, as I can see, they have not done any live shopping. And if I were to do live shopping on that particular niche itself, I will stand out very, very fast itself.
Mhm.
All right. The
That's
next
right.
thing about this is these are things that you probably may want to screenshot or take picture or whatnot, because this is actually on 2021. What will likely be the most hottest products to sell on 2022? So toys, of course, we know shoes, pens and pencil. I'm going to tell you something, a secret about this here. As you can see, toys, right? You have to think about toys. What sort of toys? We talk about positioning and purpose itself, right? What about toys that help kids learn faster or improve their motor skills, or even toys that helps them be more muscular, right?
Don't give too much tips lah. You are touching into topics that I'm gonna do,
Definitely,
man.
definitely. Or another case, like for example, I see bras here. Like what sort of bras, right? Yeah, the purpose itself, turning um bra
Anime
into topless
character
bra,
bus.
for
Anime
example,
character bus.
or whatnot. Yeah. In this case, also motor vehicle part. What sort of motor vehicle part? You have to niche down very specific. And I love this model itself. Let me show you guys again. Purpose. Using the word turning something into what you want it to be, because this one actually helps you to focus. What is it that you are trying to change? What is it that you're trying, or a benefit or advantage that you're trying to bring into this world, right? So turning rooms, boring rooms, into gaming caves. Of course, the word gaming caves is of course a noun that, I mean, it's basically a word that we all use when gaming caves are man caves and stuff as well. But this itself helps you to focus. So for example, if you are selling cutters, right, uh, turning what? Turning papers into shreds in 3 seconds or less than a second, or cutting trees, turning trees into whatnot, or projectors itself, screenless or screenless projectors or whatnot, right? You can turn regular projectors into cinema level projectors. If that is something that you're looking, this is just at top of my head. Or even as you can see here, office chairs are maybe if you, the purpose of these office chairs is stylish office chairs or foldable office chairs, whatnot, yeah, that you want to sell, it has to be very, very specific. So these are actually very, very broad itself. You gotta go much deeper itself. All right.
Digital
Water
artworks is
bottle.
very interesting. Is it
Yeah.
NFT?
Yeah, digital artwork has a part about it in NFT as well. But other than digital artworks, technically, this one is the dark digital marketing
Oh,
actually.
okay, I get what
Yeah,
you want. I get
people
what you get.
sell
Yeah, yeah.
sell
Okay, okay.
sell
Yeah.
what
Commission
character.
art.
Yes,
Commission art
commission
of your
arts.
favorite
Yes,
character in very compromising positions or
whatever lah, whatever.
actions. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is up for you. That's why we say digital arts, bras, shoes, pens and pencils, and all these are decorative bottles. You even decorative bottles and water bottles. You have to go even much niche. Like what is it that you're selling? If you are selling neon signs, right? For example, for cars, okay, what sort of cars? Probably for maybe it is for racers, for example, right? So you have to be at that level where you know exactly what you're selling, because you can't remember or can't say what exactly you're selling. People may not even remember you yourself. So use this system itself that I've shown you guys, because it would definitely help you, especially on this one, right? Turning rooms into, you do use this template itself to nail down your
Possibly you can
positioning
come
itself.
up with a strategy session on how do you do your positioning. This is
Sure,
something
maybe
very
one of the
unique.
days that I will show you guys, because a lot of people don't really focus on strategy. They think strategy are actually they confuse strategy with tactics.
Yep.
Because tactics is normally it's things to do, right? And strategy is more likely things that you should focus on and things that you should not do.
Yep.
Strategy is actually even bigger than tactics itself. Tactics may change, but strategy should not change so often. Now, I'm showing you guys here is on Shopify itself. This is what people showed on the English international market itself. Let me show you guys what's actually trending on Chinese itself, right? The Chinese market, because that's where we purchase a lot of products as well. And this is going to be quite lengthy, but then take a picture and then you guys can see as well. So as you can see from here, trending products to sell in 2022, high-tech products. Of course, we know screen protectors, films, phone cases, wearable devices, but still, how do you position this so that you can beat your competitors itself? So what sort of phone cases? Gaming phone cases, right? character arts phone cases, as AD has mentioned, or anime phone cases, but definitely get the rights. Yeah, if you guys don't have rights, do not try selling
Phone,
copyright
maybe I
things
just
yourself.
gonna think of ideas, right? Just talk about it for phone cases, right? Most gaming phone, right? They actually heat up very fast. So all
Yeah,
you gotta do is combine a fan at the back of the
or a cool
phone.
pack or what,
Yeah,
textable or some sort like that. But then you just for using the same method as what we said, purpose. Your purpose will probably selling phone cases, turning gaming phones into cooler phones, right?
another thing is for those microphones, I'm just gonna say it out, okay? I'm just gonna say it out. Uh, you know those OnlyFans, right? OnlyFans, a lot of those kind, all those kind of things. That there are a trend of people that actually does that, but you don't want to show your face. So right now, masks are very trendy nowadays. So all you gotta do is just put on a mask with a microphone embedded into the mask right here. So when you say something, people are clear. You don't have to lean in forward to use the mic like how they do on stream.
Yeah,
So they can actually be doing, anything without being near to the computer and still achieve their
yeah.
purpose. So
Definitely, there's a lot of products here
microphone
itself. You
mask.
just need to scale down itself and focus on what, like for example, Bluetooth headphones. What sort of Bluetooth headphones? Is it like super fancy big Bluetooth headphones? And yeah, coming back to the same rule as what I've just said in the beginning, you don't have to reinvent. Okay, you just see someone that has been doing something similar that you want to replicate a success. Maybe some country have done something which is unique that your current country doesn't have. Just copy directly if you really believe that one is something that is achievable in your own country. And definitely, if you never try, you never know. Once you try, same as my e-commerce store as well. I never thought that you'll be that profitable, right? Just starting out with just 15 minutes a day, I just say just try lah, just as a hobby, 15 minutes a day anymore. And then it shows to be actually one of my um
Greatest achievement
not
to
greatest
date.
achievement. It's not, seriously, it's not the greatest achievement, but one of my side achievement that I actually generated passive income from as well. As you can see, these are actually what are people searching for in China that they are actually exporting or importing into their own countries as well. So yoga mats, resistant bands, sports bottle,
Makeup
shower head,
jewels.
toothbrush, yeah. So toilet brushes, makeup jewels, car air refreshener. So you are selling car air refreshener. Your purpose is to turn uh, smelly cars into uh, perfume cars or whatnot, right? If that's your purpose, then this car air refreshener may be something that you want to focus on, and you brand that particular purpose so well that all types of fragrance on how your car, all types of the latest fragrance, what are the best fragrance to get, then you have more focus, you are more likely to succeed. So now, of all of this that I've shared with you guys, this is actually the secret weapon for e-commerce, right? The secret weapon of e-commerce to help you guys stand out significantly. And this is what are some of the live streamers are when they sell products, right? They don't just sell products itself. They sell you this one, which is actually the next slide itself. And it's very, very, very powerful. Why? It's because everyone loves it. Everyone loves that. Okay. All right. And this is very simple, very, very simple, but it's not easy to do. Simple, but not easy. Okay. And that is storytelling. This is the most important thing to help your particular product sell at a higher price. For example, this horse has no story, the value not that high. This horse has a story, the value high. And I can tell you a story about this. For example, this horse, right, is rode by a princess from a country. Suddenly, that horse becomes such high value as well. Same with particular product as well. Apple phones as well. It is what it is today because they first sell you the story that Apple is basically a product of innovation, right? So it's the same thing. You have to sell a story, and it's easier for you to come up with a particular story if you know your particular purpose, right? Or in other case, positioning. All right. So this significant objects is very, very interesting to show you guys. I'm very excited to show you guys as well. Was Significant object is basically someone is a project that bought all this kind of product from eBay, and then he hired copywriters to write all these product so that they can sell it at a much higher price. Just to show you, this is an example. This product that they sell, right? Normally you'll be thinking that it's not going to cost a lot, right? Normal price itself. But look at what he did. This is a handwritten note about the story about this globe itself. All right, it is a little story. What I won't miss is the fact that I was a living man living in another woman and said he wasn't in love with her. So this is basically some story that he's written, and it's like what, 3 pages, 4 pages, 5 pages. At least I have you, dear friend, hold my little globe and my love close. Thank you. Selling a globe, writing story like that. And because of that, he actually managed to sell way much higher than the original price of it. In fact, the collection of 100 projects that he bought, and with the finest stories he written on that. In fact, all the project stories are archived on this site. These are some of the stories. Like these are Wooden Bottle by Christine Hill, written with story about here as well. All right. So technically, the purchased product is one a piece on average, sold nearly 8,000. All right, 8,000 USD just with stories. It's crazy to think about it. But definitely one of the things about this is that selling stories may be hard because you may not be a copywriter. You may not be, the best person to actually write a story for a particular product. Like selling bottle, most of us will be thinking, what bottle is this? How can I sell this bottle, right? What's so special about this bottle? Well, there are always a smarter way and the easier way, or you can actually hire someone else to do it. But if you are someone who with limited budget, as we all know that right now COVID as well, a lot of people are limited budget out there, you don't actually have to come up with a story yourself. You can actually get someone else to write that for you, and at a very, very cheap price as compared to a copywriter. And that is, let me introduce you to Jarvis itself. In fact, this is the link itself. Let me just put it down there. So in the chat, for some of you who has been here, you know what this product is itself, right? It's Jarvis. I mean, conversion AI itself. It's basically an AI writer that can write you stories for specifically an e-commerce store. As you see here, e-commerce, right? E-commerce here. You can write a story and then it'll help you improve on your content itself, make it much more sellable. You can create product description. You don't have to waste time on that anymore. You can
My favorite one.
features or product paragraph. Another one is SEO itself, and turning feature into benefits itself right here. So definitely is a game changer. Is one of the software that I've used and have not and probably will not terminate anytime soon, because it's just so great. It helps me save so much time. And for the rest of you guys who are thinking about getting this is the link itself. There is actually a 1-month free trial for you guys to try. Just try it, guys. If you guys want to, move forward to the paid customer, you can definitely go get it itself. But one of the things why clicking on this link or using this link will help you is that you get 10,000 worth of words
Credits.
as a free trial itself, our credits. Yeah. So definitely sign up on here as well. We sooner or later, I think we're going to come up with some free start guide on how to use Jarvis, because it's definitely somewhat a product that you definitely want to use.
Yeah,
Right.
and
So
guys,
don't-
one of the things that we are doing right now, so instead of just selling Jarvis, you can see what we are doing. We are talking about our success in e-commerce. We are selling a story that e-commerce actually is the way to go, because the end goal people want to do nowadays is make money. Our target audience is people who are working professionals who may
Correct.
or may not want to escape their 9-to-5 job, and or may not who have lost their job already and want to start a business at home, and just tired of going to work all day, all night. So we add the story to the entire package it up
The
into
good
selling
thing here
Jarvis.
is that we are adding you guys real stories
Yes.
that comes with backup with backstory is here. This is the 2020, and this is 2021. It's almost double. This is store A, 2021, and then 2022. We are hoping to double this as well. As you can see, these are real sales numbers, right? It would definitely be something more profitable. I hope so in the next coming years. And yeah, and all we use is one of the thing that helped me a lot is using this program software 100x/AD, 100x.1/AD. Definitely a link you definitely want to check, right?
Yeah.
And definitely that's the end of the today's show. It's going to be a very quick one itself. Yeah. So AD, you have any other question you want to ask?
One more thing, guys. So what if you want to start your own e-commerce store, you do not know where to start? Well, you can drop us an email, reach out to us. If you need an agency to help you do product photography, you need agency to start writing description for you guys. You need agency to even manage your ad. Hey, look no further. We have an agency to help you do all of that.
Correct. In speaking of agency as well, one of my partners actually have this offer to you guys on rebranding exercise for a brand. Now we are talking about international quality. Yeah. So if you guys actually know someone or is owning a brand that requires a need of real rebranding or to change it, like most brand does that almost every 10 years to change the image to help them propel to the next stage of their evolution of their brand, do come look for us. Definitely the email is there, or just PM me and AD, or in this you can just put it in this
WhatsApp
chat
me.
itself. Yeah, we will definitely get you in touch with the best people in terms of rebranding to help your business grow so much more. If you guys know someone as well, do introduce us to us. That's something that we can work out as well. So other than that, I'm actually, yeah, it's about 10 minutes early. I have to help someone out after this as well. So we'll continue another session again on e-commerce, most likely next week. So that's all for this week. We hope you guys are taking care of
For
yourself.
next week, guys, I will be walking you guys through about the copywriting that you guys can use for e-commerce, especially your headline description, the headline and the description, which is like one of the two most important thing when it comes to selling product on e-commerce like Shopee or Lazada or even Amazon. The first is definitely the pictures, but we all know that pictures you definitely need good camera, good lighting and stuff, which I'll be able to walk you through also. But more important is also the copy. What is the template you use for e-commerce headline, as well as the description? If you guys are interested, stay tuned for tomorrow next week show, and I'll be walking you guys through that help us achieve this success. And some of the strategies that we're going to share have not been implemented. That's why I talk about store C. Once we start doing store C in the beginning, and then we start seeing what kind of improvement in store C after the implementation, I will document all of this and share with you guys.
Definitely, that sounds very interesting. Well, because you always seen people like seeing even our results, you'll be thinking like, nah, that result is something that we have already done already, and we are at the level where we are now. Actually, what AD is proposing is actually
Store
he's
C is
sharing
zero.
with you.
Zero.
Yeah, zero. We are
Actually, no,
sharing
I
you
got 500,
guys
500 shares, 500 sales, but I didn't even buy ads, nothing. But I
500
will be
ringgit, you mean, in
500
revenue?
ringgit,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just very small amount, but at least what we are trying to share with you guys are
Document
things,
everything.
documenting it,
Yes.
what we do from scratch. All right, so that you guys can most likely be able to replicate that as well. So we are not somebody who wants to show you, okay, we have already been there, done that. We are not going to show you how we're going to start from scratch.
And plus, I'm gonna be showing you guys store C with limited budget, which means that I cannot spend more than 10,000 in terms of ad, and I would never spend more than 10,000 in ads. Okay, until we change our until we change everything otherwise. But I'm just gonna show you guys from 0 to 1. That's all. After that, if everybody understands that 0 to 1 is easily achievable with a little bit of determination, then we will see where we take from 1 to 100. We'll jack up the entire
Sure. So yeah, that's all guys. Catch you guys next week again. See ya.
Ciao.